Welcome to Mixing Things Up. We're going to make this beautiful wreath today on an 18-inch wire wreath frame from Dollar Tree. So let's make this wreath. We are going to be using an 18-inch wire wreath frame from Dollar Tree, and we're going to use 24 pipe cleaners. On these 18-inch wire wreath frames, you have 3 bars that go all the way around. So you have 1, 2, and 3 rows, and you have 8 crossbars. Okay, so we're going to do on rows 1 and 2, we are going to put 8 pipe cleaners on the inside, and on the outside on rows 2 and 3 we're going to put 16 pipe cleaners. So in between, I'm going to put a pipe cleaner on each crossbar on the inside, and on the outside I'm going to put a pipe cleaner on each crossbar on the outside, plus 1 in the middle on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to start at a crossbar on rows 1 and 2. Okay, and then you're going to come to the outside row, and on rows 2 and 3, I'm going to put put a pipe cleaner on each crossbar, and in the middle. Okay, so now you have all 24 pipe cleaners added. So we're going to be using a 21-inch red metallic mesh, and then we're going to have 3 10-inch by 10 yards mesh. We're going to do 10-inch poofs with the 21-inch, and with the 10-inch by 10 yards, we're going to do 8-inch curls. Okay, so we're going to take our 21-inch mesh, and we're going to curl in the side, and then we're going to scrunch it towards you. Okay, scrunch it, and then curl in the other side, and then scrunch it all together. Okay, so you want your sides to go in, and you can start at any pipe cleaner that you want to start at. I'm going to start in the inside today. Okay, and then you will need your zip ties. So you're going to put one zip tie wherever you start on a pipe cleaner. You're going to put a zip tie in front of it. Okay, lay down your mesh. And cut that off. Okay, so now you're going to skip the first pipe cleaner that you put it in front of, and we're going to make 10-inch poofs. Okay, so 10-inch poofs, and I'm just going to go in between these two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's where my measurements are going to be on my mat. So 10-inch poofs. And I just tie it up about 2 times. And then just continue on doing the 10-inch poofs in every zip tie. I mean, every pipe cleaner. Okay? Okay, so we're coming to the next one where we had skipped the pipe cleaner. So now we're gonna add this poof and the poof that you had zip tied into the pipe cleaner that you had skipped. Okay, so we're gonna add that all together. And then you're going to come down to the next row, and we're going to open up all our pipe cleaners. Okay, now that you have all your pipe cleaners open, you're going to come down to the next row, and right before, well actually let's do it in front of here. So in front of the pipe cleaner that you're going to go to, you want to zip tie it. So you're going to put your zip tie around one of the wires, not two, just one. And you're going to zip tie it right in front of that pipe cleaner that you're going to start at. Okay. Okay, and then you're going to skip the first pipe cleaner like you did on the top, and we're going to 10 inches and go to the next pipe cleaner. Inches, and then continue that all the way around on the outside pipe cleaners. Okay, so we're coming to our last pipe cleaner. And so we're gonna combine those two together like we did the other ones, like the top one. So take this poof and that poof and combine it into that pipe cleaner. Okay. And then cut your tail off. And you're going to take your zip tie and put it inside here on one wire, not two, just one. Okay, and then put your mesh in there and secure it down. Okay, and cut off your end. And you can cut this a little bit shorter. And tuck that under. Okay, now we're going to fluff our poofs. Just take them and just fluff them out. And I'm just going to fluff the top and the bottom at the same time. Okay, so now we're going to cut our 10-inch mesh. And so I'm going to need 24 of the beige, and I'm going to need 12 of the red and 12 of the black. And I'm going to cut them at 8-inch curls is what I'm going to cut them at. And I'm going to cut them all three together. So I know for sure I'm going to do 12 cuts the first time. So I need 12 of each of the top ones. Top two. And we're going to do these at 8 inches. Okay. So I was short 1 10-inch curl. So I'm going to use the champagne color for the 10-inch curl. And you won't be able to tell because I'm going to put a bow on this wreath. So wherever I put that curl, I'm going to put the bow over that curl. Okay? Okay, so now we have all of our curls cut. And you know, even if you didn't want to use like a different kind of color, you could also cut just another, like a red. Like I have plenty of red, so I could have just cut another red and just stuck it underneath the bow. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just stick this color in there. So I'm gonna put one of these beige colors in each tie. And then I'm just gonna rotate the black and the red. Okay, and I'm just gonna put them on, I'm gonna start on the top ties. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the time out to open up my ties because it's much easier when you open your ties already. Okay. So just open up all your zip ties or your zip ties on the inside. And where this off-colored one is at, we can go ahead and just add, is where we're gonna add our bow. And just curl them up. And then you'll just add them, keep adding to every tie. I'm going to be using these 4 ribbons that I had got from Craft Outlet. These 2 are 2.5 inch ribbons, and these 2 are 1.5 inch ribbons. And then I'm gonna also put some white in the bow, because on the sign it has some white in there to make the bow pop too. Okay? Okay, so now we're gonna cut our ribbon. I'm gonna use this comb tool from Hardworking Mom, and I will have a link below on where you can purchase this if you would like to have it. And I always cut my 1.5 inch ribbons together, and then you can go with this tooth comb. You can do 10, 11, 12, or 13 inches. And this one right here would be 14. So you could wrap it all the way around. It would do 14, because those are the inch. Okay. So we're gonna do, we have 24 ties on our wreath. So we're gonna do 12 of each ribbon. Okay. At 12 inches. And you just wrap it around and go into the one you want to go to for however many inches you want. That's 2, 3, 4, and just do it until you get 12. You're going to fold it in half, and you're going to cut towards the open end. Okay. I line up my one side, but I do not line up the other side. That one's pretty short. That's right though. And it makes 12 inches. And then do the same thing with your next ribbon, 12 inches. So now we're going to add our ribbons, and I went ahead and put my ribbons together how I wanted them to be. So I put these two ribbons together, and then these two ribbons together, okay? So I'm gonna put 2 in each tie, fold it in half to get your middle where you wanna scrunch it together, and then you scrunch it in. And then put it in, start in whatever tie you wanna start in, and just rotate them around. So I'm not going to put anything inside the ties. So I'm just going to round them down. Just tie them up and round them down. Okay? So I think I'm just going to just put them down like this here. I think I'll just round them down like that. Just fold it in half. Scrunch it in together. And then fluff it out. Okay, just like that on every single one. Okay, so now we're going to go to the top and add our ribbon. And we're doing the same way. Just rotate the ribbons around. And just remember you have 8 ties on the top. So you don't want to skip any. And I'm going to do the same thing with the zip ties. Just fold them on down. And this time with the on the top, I'm going to spread them out like that. Like on the outside, I just laid them down together, and on the top, I'm going to spread them out. Okay, and then you'll just keep doing that all the way around. Okay, so now we have all of our ribbons added. This is so beautiful. So now we're gonna make our bow, and I kind of want to make my bow like pretty, like with just big loops everywhere. So we're just gonna just make them all the same size and just make some big loops and just make them big, okay? So I'm gonna start with, let's see what I'm gonna tail. Let's do a 12-inch tail. Okay, so you just flip that over on one side. I'm gonna bring this over. I'm just gonna do all 7-inch loops. Okay, I'll do 2 loops here, twist it around. We're gonna make these loops go here. So 7-inch loop. I think I'm just gonna do 2 big loops of each one. 7 inches each. Okay. Okay, then we'll start with this one here. So now that we have our, so I wanted to do, so if that's 7, so I'm gonna do 14. 14. And then in the middle, 14 would be 7. And I wanna do this here, okay? So I just want it to fan out. Okay, then we're going to do another 12-inch. Now we have our tail already measured, so we can just go off the one that we already have. Twist it around on the other side. So anytime you have a tail or a loop on one side, the other side you're going to flip. Okay, make your loop. We want a 7-inch loop. Okay, so my loop is on this side. Now I'm going to flip this side. Okay, another 7-inch loop. And so we're just going to do 2 of them. Another 14-inch. And then in the middle, scrunch it together, and we're gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna put my 2 loops at here at the top this time, and then I wanna put this straight, okay? And then we'll do this one. We'll do this a little bit shorter. Twist it on the other side, and we'll just do 2 loops at 7 inches. Twist it. Do a loop. And then you don't have to twist it when you go to make another tail, okay? So I'm going to cut it here at the bottom, and then another 14-inch. 14 inches. Find your middle, and then this time you're going to put it at top. Okay. And same thing with this one, to do a tail and twist on the other side. A 7-inch loop. Twist on the other side. And then make your tail. And I'm kind of just going back and forth. So make your 14-inch. And scrunch it in the middle. And so last time I put my ones that I cut, just the tails to the top. So I'm going to put my loops to the top. And put my 14-inch across. Okay? And then we have one more. I think I want to, let's see. I have this one left that I need to put in here. Because I do want to add some more white. So let's go ahead and add a white first. The tail in there. I'm going to do a 7-inch loop. And then twist it on the other side. And like I said, I do have wreaths that I have made where I show you exactly how I make this bow and how to twist it around. So if you want to look at those videos that I've made with a bow, you'll see how I did that. So 14 inches. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. And 7 inches. Okay, and then I put my loops up here last time. So now my loops will be here. Okay. And then our last one. So our tail. I might make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, let me make this so the white will pop out a little bit more so it doesn't get lost. Okay. And these loops are about, let's see what they are. They're 4 inches. I'm going to make 4 loops. Twist the other side. Okay. And then you don't have to twist the last one because it's just going to come down as a tail. Okay. And there you go. Your bow is made. So I'm going to redo the bow that I made. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I figured that someone might want to know, like, if they mess up a bow and like how to redo it. So let's redo the bow. I just don't like this black on the top. I'd rather have this brown towards the top to match the sign a little bit more. Is what I want to do. And then bring these polka dot ones forward. Get more of the brown up forward. And this black can go back here where this is at. And thank goodness it'll be easy to do this because they're all the same length. Now if they were different lengths, then you would probably have a little bit of problems because you wouldn't be able to make the loops bigger back here if you had them bigger because this is smaller. But this is going to work. So I'm going to start by taking off or cutting that zip tie that I had did. So now the zips, now they're all free, okay? And so we're pretty much gonna do exactly the same thing. But we're just gonna move a couple of the bows ribbons around. Okay, so now we're going to add our bow. And I'm going to find the one that we had put a different color in here. And that's where I'm going to add my bow, is right here. Okay. I'm going to attach it to this pipe cleaner that's already here. Tie it up a couple times. Make sure that's where I want it. Okay, and there's our, now we're going to add our sign. Now we're going to add our sign. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like me to make something else or explain more of something, please let me know by leaving a comment below. Thank you so much for watching my channel.